and for the next hour we'll be co-hosting the 100 Greatest Pop Songs with Kirsten Bailey, so don't move. Pop music is an American tradition. As important as baseball and apple pie, it's one of the few things that unites us all today. We're going to salute the best of pop music. I'm Carson Daly. MTV and Rolling Stone magazine agreed on a list of more than 100 of the most creative, important, and timeless pop songs of the last 4 decades, from Beatlemania to today's boy band invasion. Britney Spears, Blink-182, Fred Durst, Anthony Kiedis, Lil' Kim, Lenny Kravitz, and Elton John all seem to agree with our list, and we're going to hear from them and other stars as well throughout this next hour. Jennifer Lopez and I kicked off the countdown. Ananda and Dave covered another 30 songs with Destiny's Child and Gwen Stefani. And right now, to help me count down songs 55 through 41, please welcome our friends NSYNC. Great to have you guys here, and congratulations for making this list. It's quite an honor. You've recorded many songs, some even with great hooks. What is it about Bye 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 that you think makes it the type of song to be on such a powerful list like this?
I think the fact that if you listen to it again, you know, you'll still like it. It's one of those songs you want to keep listening to over and over and over, and that's what always makes a good song for me. If I want to keep pushing, you know, rewind on the tape or, you know, skip back to hear it again on the CD, you just want to hear it over and over until you get tired of it. We're tired of it.
Right. Well, good. Then watch this. You'll really get into it. Let's go ahead and watch this. Number 55 on the list, MTV and Rolling Stone. Bye 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 from NSYNC.
I just love the way, I love their music, their dance, their energy. To me, it's also pop music at its best.
I thought it was really, really cool because it was really a little bit more R&B, a little more hip-hop than what they're normally doing. More in your face. I thought it was hot. I thought it was really cool, and the vocals sounded good.
Baby, bye, bye, bye.
They cross further over into the hip-hop and rock world than other boy bands do, who really kind of stay into the pop world. And I think with bringing those other genres in, they just funk out their sound, and they get a broader audience as a result.
It's got a little more edge to it. It's got a little more urban flavor to it. We're not totally hip-hop or totally R&B. You know, there's a pop flavor to what we do. And it's one of those songs that it's got that hook, and you hear it once, and you hear it like the next 2 days in your head.
Baby, bye, bye, bye.
All their music is built around dance. That move that they did became like the theme of that whole song.
I think that they can dance their butts off and sing their butts off. I mean, their show is incredible. The production is incredible.
They put on a great show. They use fireworks, they use TV screens, and they use their arms and legs.
NSYNC, that was their contribution to the list. Bye 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 at 55. We saw some of that footage from that phenomenal performance in 2000 Video Music Awards. That was very cool.
Thank you.
Which time did that take?
Working with the TVs, we had about 2 days to do it, but about 4 days to rework the whole dance and put the medley together. And originally it was like going to be about 4 hours long, but they cut us down to 3.5 minutes.
Right. Yeah. They had a little show to do. In the 80s, this next punk band often performed naked. By the early 90s, it was their Naked Emotion of our number 54 songs that made the Red Hot Chili Peppers the emperors of pop. I know I'm a huge fan. JC, what do you think?
They're creative, you know what I mean? They come out with something different every time. They wear the craziest costumes, if they wear them at all.
Yeah, they didn't wear
and then,
we didn't think ever get on stage with just socks.
on my ears. I don't know about. Maybe like sleeping bags.
Have you ever been home alone and honestly just tried that? With the sock thing? Yeah. The Chili Peppers inspired me to try that. I swear to God.
Actually, I must confess, there was this one time in band camp.
Oh, stop. Stop. All right, so let's go ahead and watch the Red Hot Chili Peppers here.
It's a timeless song, and I don't think there's a recipe to create timeless music. So when it's created, that's what makes it so significant. Limp Bizkit, you know, has yet to create any timeless music.
Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner.
Under the Bridge sounds kind of like a pop song. It starts off really kind of spare and quiet, and then it builds to this massive crescendo. It doesn't sound like anything they did before or even really since. It was kind of the first thing to make them connect with, you know, the Billboard charts and pop radio.
And there are so many damn sad people in the world that love to listen to things that are equally as damn sad as their own damn sad selves. It's nice to have music to relate to when you're feeling like that.
Pitch at number 54. You know, no one thought that the guy wearing a glowing T-shirt and short shorts in a Wham video would one day become a respected pop megastar. But George Michael astonished the music world when he released this classic, You Just Had to Have Faith. Number 53 by George Michael, who recently just spent more than $2 million to buy John Lennon's piano at an auction. The same piano he composed Imagine on. It's pretty weird. I mean, we could auction this seat off once Justin gets off it for God knows how much money. Does that freak you guys out a little bit everywhere you go and the things that you touch? I mean, that it's that fanatic and the... It's a little weird.
French toast. Yeah, French toast.
Yeah, what was that whole story? That was here in New York, wasn't it?
Yes,
the radio
D100 did that. Yeah,
like after you walked out, there's the plate, and they put it on eBay, and it...
The only thing good that came out of that was that it went to charity.
All right, Justin, take us out of here.
All right.
Take a break.
Don't move, because when the show continues, we'll hear from Blink-182, Elton John, Destiny's Child, 98 Degrees, Lenny Kravitz, U2, and the ultimate pop legend, Paul McCartney himself. Stay tuned.
That's Chic, Good Times, the number 95 on our all-important list. I remember a funny story that you once told me about. When you were a fly girl,
Yeah.
you fell.
Dancing to that song. It was we had to do this step that went, you know, kind of like this.
Yeah, sure.
And slide back, and I just danced so hard. I was just gonna be a star, you know.
Carson Daly back with NSYNC. We're counting down the 100 greatest pop songs of the last 4 decades. Beatles. Chris, I know you're a huge Beatles fan. How have they maybe influenced this group?
I actually grew up in the 80s with just listening to the Beatles. I didn't even listen to any 80s pop or any 80s music. It was all the Beatles because my mom, you know, pushed the Beatles on me and said, this is talent. This is what you need to listen to. This is what you need to do. So I started listening to them. They're a big influence on me and actually all of us.
And sometimes they set the standard that it's okay to change. It's okay.
Exactly.
We can take our music here. We can change our image a little bit.
What was great was they evolved with their fans. You know, they started out with, you know, a young fan base, and then it grew and grew until, like, today, you know, everyone is a fan. Right. That would be nice.
Absolutely. The 100 greatest pop songs. So the countdown will conclude, by the way, with a 2-hour Top 40 Bash, which will feature my special guest, the Backstreet Boys, and Sir Paul McCartney. And here's a sneak peek of the time I spent with the legendary ex-Beatle, sharing his thoughts on our number 52 song, his own, Maybe I'm Amazed. Wings, Maybe I'm Amazed at number 52, and you'll see more of me and Paul McCartney hanging out in the big Top 40 show, which is awesome. Be sure and catch that. Joey, I know you're a fan of the Temptations. Tell me about your Temptation days, and what is it about the Temptations?
I grew up listening to Temptations, Frankie Lymon Teenagers, all that kind of stuff. One of the first things when I saw a lot of them when they used to dance and sing with the mics in, and kind of like